Hi, I'm David. I'm going to be a junior at Denver Jewish Day School next year, and this is the second to final milestone for my delay and reverb combo pedal. Basically what I've done is I've completed the construction of the reverb unit, and the delay pedal is right now just working in series with it. Right now I have the delay pedal completely powered off. I'm just using it as a hub for all the jacks and everything. Currently I have it hooked up to the oscilloscope with this little switch to control whether or not the input is grounded or connected to the oscilloscope. So the way that I've discovered that the way this reverb works is that it's basically a very, very fast delay. It functions similar to a slapback delay that has some filter knob as well to just make it seem more air and spacey. What this is supposed to simulate is a sound basically hitting a plate and diffusing. It says it's a Hall reverb, but after hearing it, I think it's really inaccurate to call it that. I think it's much more so like a plate reverb. It's basically where they would just project a sound very hard in a metal plate and then re-record it, and this is the resultant sound. As I was building this, I realized it was only possible to analyze the unit as a whole, not each block, because basically the PCB that I constructed and soldered was just basically power conditioning and other conditioning for the brick itself. So the entire brick is self-contained. So as such, I'm going to be monitoring the input signal and the output signal. You'll be seeing that on this oscilloscope right here. You can see here is a remnant of the old one. This is when I had signal coming in, and it triggered it, and I have this run on single mode. Then it measured. You can't see it in this particular picture, but as I zoom in, you see that the yellow channel, which was the original, is completely grounded, so there's no voltage coming through, but the blue, which is channel 2, is still going. And due to that, you can tell that it's maintaining the same frequency as it had initially, and still giving it sound at a lower volume, just to give it that extra effect of repetitions, reverb, and spaciness. So here I'm going to show you with the oscilloscope what this does. I'm going to be using the switch as I mentioned earlier. The guitar right now, it's just in my lap. I'm going to be wired to it later. Here we're going to run it in single mode, and you'll see what I mean. So there's the original signal, and as you see, it kind of repeats it in pulses. So let me just zoom in. As you can see, it's very much like the delay I had earlier. So there's the original signal. You can see the yellow, the original signal, intertwined with the blue. The blue is at a slightly higher amplitude, just because it has to be amplified a little bit. So as you can see, you're still getting signal, still getting signal, still getting signal, until about right there, and that's where I cut off the switch. Now you see initially there was just a short time when neither frequency was running. Then you see right here the blue frequency, which is probing the output of the reverb, starts to be active again. It has the same period frequency as the original one, and as I start going along, you see that the amplitude kind of just pulses up and down, and that's why you heard that little. You hear the dun 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 dun, and that kind of frequency. And so as I'm zooming out, you can see they're really a set of pulses, and due to that, that's how you get the same kind of reverb sound. Because as the input is grounded, the reverb still continues on. And you can get a similar kind of effect with a slapback delay, but in this particular case, it's better to just call it a reverb. And so next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two into one and design a metal box to enclose them both. So here it is with the guitar. As you can hear that kind of periodic slapback kind of thing with. That really gives you an idea of it. So as you play, it just sounds like you're kind of like in a bigger room. And now I'm going to just play a short demo with it, with a delay in conjunction, to get a really spacey kind of sound.